What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here and welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 14 QPR career mode on the Xbox One. Episode 12, guys, Season 2. So let's get straight and right into it with the squad reports. Aga's gone up a couple, Young's gone up a +2. Whether or not he's going to be, I don't know if he's going to get any better. He's still 25 years of age, so he's kind of old. I don't know, we might be able to make a little profit on him. Danny Welbeck's gone up a +1. Junior Hoilett went up a +3. Danny Welbeck has scored 14 goals this season. Jesus. Diego has gone up a +1, the 30-year-old. Immobile, he's got excellent form. He hasn't gone up in any stats. Sergio Aguero, coming from Real Madrid. Zut, how you going, my friend? I'm not really too sure on how he's going to be at the club. We've been rotating him with Julius Caesar a lot more. But, guys, in today's episode, we have two matches, the first of which is against Manchester City, and then later on the episode, we have a match against Leicester City. So, just to quickly recap last episode, if you haven't gone and watched it, we won our first cup. Yes, guys, we won our first Capital One Cup against Arsenal. We ended up winning 3-0, and when you started watching that match, I'm sure you were surprised as well as me by the result, because Menez managed to pick up a hat-trick in extra time, and that really does show the rotation skill, which is absolutely fantastic. But I'm so happy that he did pick up his hat-trick, and I'm sure Chesney wasn't as well. But once again, I don't give a shit about the FA Cup. I don't give a shit about the Capital One. I'm going to simulate the match. If I win, I win. I lose, I lose. And if we can get to the final very much in the same fashion as the Capital One Cup, I'll be happy. But we do end up winning 2-1 against Swansea. Unfortunately, Junior Hoilett did pick up an injury. I'm not too sure on the severity. You have to say about that. But Sergio Aguero picking up 2 goals for us, which is awesome. But fortunately, Junior Hoilett is only out for 9 days. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not too bad, to be quite honest. But Zut, my role at the club, I did give him a crucial first-team player. That was because I wasn't too sure when Julius Caesar was coming back. And he hasn't actually really dropped down in much in steps. But Tom Neville here, the young Australian, wants to end his contract and wants to get a first-team spot. And I did, looking at his stats, I did come to the conclusion to keep him. So, we had a 3-1 victory over Arsenal to get the Capital One Cup. But then, unfortunately, we had a 2-1 defeat against Manchester United. Robin Van Persie and then Marwan Fellaini putting the nail in the coffin against us. But Danny Welbeck managed to pick up 1 goal, get a score against his former club, which is good to see, I guess. But like I said, guys, we have a match against Manchester City coming up, and then we have a match against Leicester. So we do actually have some potential job openings here. So Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, there's some interesting sort of stuff. Everton. So I don't know whether or not I've never done a career mode where I've actually signed the Browse job offer, so I don't know whether or not I'll actually do that or not. But yeah, I just find it interesting to see actually who has potential job openings. But we do have a match against Manchester City, and we are going to give it our all in this match. It's going to be very interesting to see how this all develops, with most of the top 4 now really thick into the European football side of things. Champions League. So I really do am emphasising that, aren't I? Because it's true. If Arsenal didn't have Champions League football and they weren't playing Premier League matches day in and day out, they probably would have beaten us on the day. They did hold off for the first 90 minutes. But guys, I totally forgot to mention, Sergio Aguero is coming to face his former club. He actually did sign for Real Madrid before we purchased him. So, yeah, Junior Hoilett on the ball here starts off the scoring. The Canadian, just before the 20th minute, scores an absolute cracker past Joe Hart and goes to the crowd, hey. I don't know. But Junior Hoilett, that was real orcs. But Junior Hoilett there really does bury it, and Joe Hart didn't really have a chance. It was good to see. I wanted Sergio Aguero to start off the scoring against his former club, but we might get the chance here. But Manchester City really couldn't get it out from the back, and Immobile managed to get the through ball, but he gets intercepted. But he's not given up, Immobile, and Sergio Aguero once again sends through Junior Hoilett. And is he going to pick up his second in very much the same fashion? Not quite, but the fairy tale nearly went through. Junior Hoilett trying to find his striker partner, Sergio Aguero. Immobile on the ball trying to get it past Richards. Manages to intercept, but sees Danny Welbeck. Probably shouldn't have been too greedy, seeing Danny Welbeck there was making the run to Bruce with a through ball. But Immobile manages to take the shot himself to test Joe Hart. That was a fantastically well-struck ball, dipping past Joe Hart, but what a top-notch save by the Englishman. So we're currently winning 1-0 over Manchester City, and Sergio Aguero is trying to pick up his goal against his former club. He sends to Immobile, muscling past the Manchester City defence. And Immobile managed to get up on the score sheet just before halftime. 2-0 over Manchester City. What a fantastic like body frame just to get past Buddy, shuffling past them. But there's one criticism about Immobile. Not really a criticism, more so about me. I really wish I could have picked him up a little earlier on in his career. He's 24 years of age. He's an 85 overall. I really would have wished we got him a little bit cheaper and actually nurtured with him and played him a lot more. But he's going to turn into a fantastic player. But Manchester City weren't going to give up there. Nasri finding Richards to Jovetic. And I don't know what Jovetic and Benzema were really doing in that game. They weren't playing well at all, and very much in the same boat as the Manchester City defense. Sergio Aguero here managing to intercept past his Manchester City teammates, sends an absolute belter at Joe Hart. But Joe Hart, even though he has let in 2 goals in this episode, he's played absolutely fantastic. He's had a lot of top-notch saves. But Sami Nasri there, trying to create something, and Jovetic puts it wide. So Manchester City are really, I don't know what they're doing. They're really on the decline. They're not playing well in this match whatsoever. They haven't really regrouped when they had a massive a striking situation of strikers. Sergio Aguero obviously going to Real Madrid, Dzeko going to Arsenal, and Negredo turning old. But Sergio Aguero manages to pick up another goal. And nice, calm and composed on the outside of the box. Waits up, he holds the ball, sits back, and gets the shot on once he's, I don't know, centered to the back of the net. Just look at this. He beats Lescott, but look at that. He just sits back and sends an absolute beauty. Look at that. Just nice, calm and composed to make it 3-0. But guys, we do have a match against Leicester City coming up, but we weren't done yet. We're trying to send another one through to Junior Hoilett, and he unleashes at Joe Hart and another top-notch save by the English goalkeeper. But a 3-0 victory over Manchester City is absolutely fantastic. It's interesting to see that we actually lost to Manchester United 2-1. Arsenal actually, in the other matches around the Barclays Premier League, actually won 2-0 over Liverpool, which is very interesting. But even with that victory, we are still 3rd in the Premier League. Now, I did say before I signed Cavani in this career mode, I was aiming for a top 8, a top 6 spot. I reckon we would finish. But with the signing of Cavani, and obviously we did sell him, and now we have Immobile and Sergio Aguero, I reckon we can make top 4. That was my main objective. I reckon we can do that. My main objective is to get European football for next season, and I think that's achievable. Preferably Champions League, but if it is Europa, I didn't change the side against Leicester City. Diego there on the ball manages to jump over the ball and lets Sergio Aguero pick up the crumbs for that forward attacking piece of play. So it was very interesting there. Diego kind of jumps over it, and Sergio, the poacher, punishes the Leicester City goalkeeper. Obviously, Junior Hoilett there ready for the assist. But fantastic goal. Sergio Aguero is such a fantastic player. I fucking love playing with him. And I hope he has many years at QPR. But Danny Welbeck there finds Diego, and a nice composure as well. He gets it on his left, he brings it back on his right. And just Diego is such a good player. And just every single goal he scores, just you think, we got him for free. Obviously, we have to pay a wage, but we get him for free. Whether or not, I'm probably going to have to sell him next season. 30-year-old, 84 years of age. He's roughly worth around 20 million, so I'm probably going to have to sell him. I was actually going to listen to negotiations from clubs, but no transfer offers actually came through, which is quite interesting. Immobile there having a through ball, but he really should be capitalising on those sort of chances, not putting them well wide. It was a pretty audacious shot there, but if Diego was a little bit taller, he might have actually scored that. But Immobile on the ball tries to find Sergio Aguero, and Sergio Aguero, what a fantastic player, manages to beat the goalkeeper. And then that ball looked like it was kind of a little bit of a chip sort of thing. But he's such an intelligent player. Takes past the goalkeeper and has a shot at the free net. Just look at that. He hits that with time and speed. And yeah, like I said, it looks like a little bit of a dip. It actually got a little bit too high than what I would have liked. Danny Welbeck finding Sergio Aguero to try and get his hat-trick. Sergio Aguero hits through, and Junior Hoilett comes through, but unfortunately he didn't score there. He had a fantastic game against Manchester City, actually starting off the scoring, but he wasn't able to score in the second match. So guys, thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on this video to support my channel. And I'm going to have more QPR career mode coming out tomorrow for you guys. So guys, thank you very much. And make sure to go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye guys. Thanks a bunch.